So welcome everyone. I'm just on a call with one of the men, one of my brothers from Men's Inner Mastery Academy, who's kindly agreed to join us to do a little bit of a review on the time he has spent in Men's Inner Mastery Academy and working with me and how that's been for him. So Mikey, thank you for joining us, mate. I don't know why I called you Michael then, by the way, but never called you Michael in my life, Mikey.
I know, sounded like my mum then.
Okay, mate. So thank you for joining me, mate, and taking the time out of your day to just share your experience. So what I'd like to start with is, how things were really before you joined Men's Inner Mastery Academy and maybe the challenges that you were facing.
Yeah, well, before I joined Men's Inner Mastery, I mean, I've got a track record with Paul. I've done a lot of work with him over the last 3 or 4 years. And I pretty much went down my own path for the past 12 months. And that sort of isolated me from being involved and connecting with other men on this journey. So, yeah, I was really feeling that. I was feeling the lack of connection and the lack of being around people who had similar goals to myself, who wanted to achieve and develop and connect. So yeah,
Mm.
I was feeling that. I was feeling a bit disconnected.
Yeah, and we speak about it quite a lot, mate. It's like this, even when we go on our own self-development journey, or we're trying to be successful, or even dealing with difficult emotions, a lot of the time we have this like lone wolf mindset, don't we, as men? And we just want to go alone, and we sort of disconnect. And the fact that you've noticed that, brother, and obviously came back in to men's work, and seeing the importance of it, of being connected to like-minded men, because we don't find men like this very much in the city, if you like, that are doing the depths of the work that we're doing together. So yeah, I'm obviously made up, mate, that you got back involved, Mikey.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, so how would you say then, mate, your journey has been, since working with me, and and Men's in the Mastery Academy, and obviously joining the men, and I call it, mate, it's like an alliance and a brotherhood of men who are all striving to be the best version of ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. Well, since I started with you, my life's just a whole completely different life. I like the way you met me, where I was at, with authenticity, just the way you teach your stuff, the way you show up, the way you're willing to be vulnerable, and the way you're open to ideas. And yeah, it changed a lot for me. I'd say the thing that's changed most is my ability to communicate, not holding stuff to myself when my emotions and feelings are coming up, being able to feeling comfortable sharing that with whoever I need to share it with. And around these men in a mastery now, it's on a different level. I haven't been in a group like this where men are willing to be held accountable. It's not a place where everyone is really needy and always needing stuff. It's a group where men are meeting each other at where they're at and helping each other out in real beneficial ways, but also not scared to hold you to task and
Mm.
question you. Yeah, so it's a really strong brotherhood, like it really is.
Yeah, I love that, brother. Thank you. So what would you say then are the results you feel like you're getting from being a part of Men's Inner Mastery Academy, working with me and being a part of such a group? For me, it's full of ambitious, courageous, and high performing men. But equally, we're all willing to go to the depths within ourselves, but also to go there with each other. Like, what would you say are like the results then, Mikey, that you're finding are happening in your life?
Well, I'll be really honest. Before I got back in with Men's Inner Mastery, I was questioning some of the work I've done. I was questioning where I was going to go with it, whether I was going to carry on with my facilitating journey, um, questioning whether it was for me. And it's just reinstilled that 100% it's for me. Um,
Mm.
I feel it's just getting up in the morning and just having that connection with somebody, just a little message. And then, I mean, last night I went for a coffee with two of the lads from there, and we sat there for 2 hours just having a chat over a coffee, and a deep intellectual chat instead of going to the pub and just chatting biscuits, chatting
Yeah.
rubbish. Yeah, it's and the work you do, the breath work, the meditation. I'm not going to speak about some of the stuff because it's your stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, it really you can't not develop when you're doing it, and you
Mm,
cannot forget it. Also, once you've learned it, it's there forever. You're not going back to the person you was because you've got
mm,
them tools then. But yeah, I can feel that growth back in me, where I'd
mm.
went a bit, probably a little bit stagnant with it for 6 months or so. But I've got that desire again, that hunger now. My business is flying. Just everything seems a bit lighter. Everything seems
Yeah.
easier, and everything
Mm.
seems more in flow. Yeah,
Yeah, everything's changed. I think a lot's changed for you, brother. In terms of what was happening when you started to what's happening now in business, even in terms of, your own facilitation work and helping men. That's a big part of you being called forward into doing this type of work, that you do step into even the group, you bring like a leadership quality. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're a valued member of what we do. But it's equally calling that forward out here, because it is something that we can lose direction when we're not part of, as a group of men like this. If you like, we lose direction in our life and we forget why we're doing the things we're doing. Um, and it's about, all of us, mate, cultivating that within one another and evoking this potential and stirring it up within each other, if you like, to make sure that we're reaching to greater heights. So I'm absolutely buzzing, mate, that's what you're deciding to do. That you
yeah,
are, taking them steps. Things are happening. I know you're going on teacher training in December. You're on your own self-development journey, as well as being part of Men's Inner Mastery Academy, if you like, and you're bringing the wisdom you're learning from outside into this. And equally, that will only, stand you in good stead for when you're out there facilitating yourself, brother. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that, mate.
no problem.
Awesome. So finally, mate, now what I'd like to ask is, what would you say to any man who's maybe on the fence, or he's interested, but he's on the fence and he's intrigued by men's work, by Men's Inner Mastery Academy, and he's maybe hasn't took the plunge, and he's just wondering about what it would be like? What would you say to that man?
I'd say stop thinking about it. So when I started in this, I was really stepping out of my comfort zone, and now this is my comfort zone. It's invaluable, and everything. Every time you face a fear, it turns into joy. It's that simple. Just take the plunge. And there's men who you will meet in this group who you'll be friends with for life. And there's so much knowledge, in-depth knowledge, and so many different characters. And it's not just all about going into your emotions and feelings. There's a lot of laughter and joy in here as well. A lot of connections. People are doing stuff together all the time out of this. But if you're not willing to step in and try it, you're just going to keep going round in the same cycles. And yeah, just please, just give it a go. Eh, You
Mm,
you you won't turn back once you've done it. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's the best group I've ever been part of, and I've been part of a few. But
Mm,
it's just solid. It's safe. It's just growing, and yeah, just please, just give it a go.
yeah.
You will not look back.
Mm. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you for that. And it is, mate, like, I will always bring it back to, we don't need to do this on our own.
No.
Men, we sort of hate asking, we hate as men sometimes asking for help, needing support. But I'm not just talking about support, dealing with difficult emotions, but even support with being successful, with reaching to the heights that we want to reach to. Like, when we've got a group of men around us that are able to help that, and basically turbocharge it, I'd say, Mikey. Like,
Mm.
when we do it collectively, we turbocharge where we're going, and we can do it together. because we're all
Well,
unique and individual in our ways, aren't we, in what we're doing, but just gives us that extra helping hand, if you like, and guidance to get there.
we can't do it on our own. It's that simple. We cannot do it on our own. It's too much for anyone. We can't carry this stuff on our own. We can't. We need to be around men. We need to be connected. We need to be sharing, learning, teaching, all of it. We can't do it on our own. It's simple.
Yeah, love it, brother. Just want to say then, mate, thank you very much for taking the time out
Mate, it's a
of your day.
pleasure. Really is.
Thank you, brother. I will check in with you later, no doubt, and we'll see each other, mate, on the call on Monday anyway. Okay, brother.
Nice one. Thanks,
Thank you
Paul.
very much
See
for
you
your
soon.
time, Mikey.
Ta-ra, brother.
Thank you, mate.